So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award.
Garoppolo now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Jimmy Garoppolo, the starter here, finally lured away from the Patriots. What are some things you like about JG?
Well, I love his makeup, meaning obviously he's got some physical ability. He can throw the football, but he's mentally tough as well. And he developed while he was there in New England. They actually trained him to be a starter, even though he wasn't getting any type of snaps. And this guy adapts and thrives with the ability to play against pressure.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. And Garrett Selleck here on the completion. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Garoppolo. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Mike Bennett in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. K.J. Wright coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down for a loss of 5. On 2nd down, Hyde. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all, 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. The quick slant caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Pierre Garçon from 10 yards out. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. And this one through the uprights and good. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. But before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the New Orleans Saints? Rookie of the Year, offense and defense. Alvin Kamara on offense, Marshon Lattimore on defense.
Now Wilson. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Wilson on second down. And he will find his man on the outside. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Solomon Thomas coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Being chased, and he's going to go down again. Solomon Thomas in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Switching things over, San Francisco taking over on offense here in just a second. And you and I discussed earlier when Jimmy Garoppolo became the starter, what a turnaround it was for San Fran at the end of the year. 1-10 in the first 11 weeks, 5-0 after that. Some momentum to take into the offseason.
And beat some teams that are acknowledged as good teams in the league, including the NFC West champion Los Angeles Rams down the stretch. So that was a big deal for them. Highest scoring offense in the NFL last 4 weeks of the season. But I loved last year's draft because they got good play from those guys. Solomon Thomas in the 1st round. Reuben Foster in the 1st round, the linebacker. Trent Taylor.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Carlos Hyde, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl, but 3rd MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
He had to go all the way back to Kurt Warner in, what, 1999, where he won the double?
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard to believe.
But he would have been the MVP had the Patriots pulled that one out.
Yeah, he still has 5 rings, though. 5 Super Bowl titles for Brady. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. but it's tough to simulate game speed in practice, and that often runs you into a penalty.